Right, everyone, welcome back to Crypto Brain. And before we begin today's breakdown, make sure you subscribe because here we focus purely on structured analysis, market behavior, and smart money activity rather than emotional hype. And if you want to stay ahead of major crypto moves, this is exactly where you need to be. Now, today's headline is something you absolutely cannot ignore. Toshi's surprise move up, because what is currently forming inside Toshi is not just a normal consolidation. It is a controlled structure that is quietly preparing for a potential explosive move, and the reason most traders are missing this is because everything right now looks slow and boring on the surface. But underneath that slow movement, there are signs that something much bigger could be building. Now, starting with a quick introduction. Toshi's no longer behaving like a random meme token, because the way price is reacting around key levels clearly shows that there is structure forming, and whenever a token shifts from random volatility to structured movement, it usually means that smart money has started paying attention. And this is exactly where the suspense begins. Because right now the market is not giving obvious signals, instead it is compressing, building pressure and preparing for expansion. And this is the phase where most retail traders launch an exit just before the real move begins. Now coming into the big reveal, this is where things become extremely important. Because if you look carefully at the chart behavior, you will notice that price is forming higher lows while holding a tight range, which is one of the clearest signs of accumulation, and accumulation does not happen randomly. It happens when larger players are building positions quietly without pushing the price too fast. And this is exactly why the market feels slow, with the move is being prepared, not executed yet. And once this preparation phase complete, expansion usually happens very quickly. Now focusing on the breakout price, this is the most critical level in the entire structure, because Toshi is approaching a resistance zone where price has previously faced rejection multiple times. And this level is not just technical, it is psychological, because once this resistance breaks, the entire sentiment of the market shifts from doubt to confidence. And when that shift happens, late buyers start entering aggressively, which creates momentum. Momentum is what drives strong price moves in crypto. Now, if we get a clean breakout with strong volume confirmation, then what we could see is a rapid expansion phase where prices starts moving faster with very little pullback. And this is where the projection towards the 0.20 level becomes realistic. Because once a token exits accumulation, the upside move is often sharper than expected due to increasing demand and limited supply. However, it is important to understand that without confirmation, any breakout can turn into a fake move, which is why smart traders always wait for validation instead of chasing early signals. Now, from an opportunity perspective, this is where things become very clear, because markets reward those who position early during uncertainty, not those who enter during hype. And right now, Toshi is sitting exactly in that early stage where risk is controlled, but upside potential is expanding, and this creates what can be considered a golden opportunity for disciplined investors who understand structure and patience. Because if the breakout confirms and momentum sustains, then the move towards higher levels, including the projected 0.20 zone, could happen much faster than most people are expecting. But if the breakout fails, then price may return back into consolidation, which would delay the move but not completely invalidate the overall structure. Now, combining everything together, what we're seeing is a market where accumulation, structure, breakout potential, and narrative strength are all aligning at the same time. And when these factors come together, the next move is rarely small, it is usually strong, decisive, and fast. And that is exactly why this moment is important, because between average traders and smart traders, this timing, and right now timing is approaching a critical point. So the smartest approach is simple: watch the breakout level, monitor volume carefully, and most importantly, observe whether momentum continues after the breakout, because real moves sustain, while fake moves fade quickly. And as always in crypto, the biggest advantage comes from staying ahead of the crowd, not following it. Stay analytical, stay disciplined, and keep a close eye on Toshi, because this surprise move up, if confirmed, could unfold much faster than most people are currently prepared for. Thank you for watching, and make sure you stay connected with Crypto Brain for more high-level market analysis.